The South China Sea is a critical maritime region, stretching over 3.5 million square kilometers and bordered by several Southeast Asian nations. Its sparkling blue waters may look peaceful from above, but beneath the surface, a complex and often volatile struggle for control is constantly unfolding. This sea is absolutely vital for global trade, with an estimated 1/3 of all international shipping passing through its busy lanes each year. Trillions of dollars worth of goods, from oil and gas to electronics and food, are transported across these waters, making it a lifeline for the world economy. But the South China Sea is more than just a trade route. Beneath its waves lies a tangled web of overlapping territorial claims. The Philippines, Vietnam, Malaysia, Brunei, Taiwan, and China all assert rights over parts of these waters, each citing history, geography, or international law to justify their claims. These competing claims have transformed the region into a geopolitical flashpoint. Diplomatic disputes frequently flare up, and the risk of escalation is ever present, as naval vessels from rival countries sometimes find themselves in tense standoffs, just meters apart. At the heart of these tensions is the pursuit of valuable resources. The South China Sea is home to some of the world's richest fishing grounds, supporting millions of livelihoods. But it's not just about fish. Control over these waters means access to vast, untapped reserves of oil and natural gas. The potential for energy wealth has only intensified the competition, with countries racing to explore and exploit undersea oil and gas fields, and to lay claim to lucrative fishing zones. In response, nations are rapidly militarizing the area. They are expanding their maritime forces, commissioning new Coast Guard and Navy vessels, and increasing patrols to assert their presence and protect their interests. Some have even built artificial islands, transforming tiny reefs and rocks into fortified outposts equipped with airstrips, radar systems, and missile batteries, further raising the stakes. The situation remains extremely delicate. With so many military assets in close proximity, a single miscalculation or accident could quickly spiral into a larger conflict, potentially drawing in global powers and destabilizing the entire Indo-Pacific region. To prevent this, countries like the Philippines are actively building alliances and strengthening partnerships with other nations, conducting joint naval exercises and sharing intelligence to counterbalance more assertive actions in the region. At the same time, they are advocating for a rules-based international order, pushing for peaceful resolution of disputes through diplomacy, international law, and multilateral forums. The choices made today by governments, militaries, and international organizations will shape the security landscape of the Indo-Pacific for decades to come. Every development, no matter how small, carries significant weight in determining the future stability and prosperity of this vital region. A landmark defense agreement between India and the Philippines marks a new chapter in Indo-Pacific security cooperation. India will build a 110-meter multi-role patrol vessel for the Philippine Coast Guard, deepening ties between the two democracies. This partnership enhances maritime security and upholds a stable, rules-based order amid South China Sea challenges. Earlier this year, the nations conducted their first joint naval exercise, symbolizing solidarity and practical cooperation. The agreement signifies a strategic convergence, modernizing the Philippine Coast Guard and expanding India's Act East policy. This partnership strengthens defense capabilities and contributes to a network of nations committed to freedom of navigation and international law. The 110-meter patrol ship from India's Goa Shipyard Limited is more than a vessel. It's a symbol of strategic partnership. Designed for multi-role missions, it enhances the Philippine Coast Guard's maritime domain awareness. Equipped with modern sensors and a helicopter deck, it upgrades technological capabilities for monitoring and security. India is not just selling hardware, it's transferring crucial capability, fostering industrial and technological ties. This collaboration creates opportunities for joint development and long-term support, showcasing India's defense prowess. For the Philippines, sourcing from India underscores shared interests and values within the global South. The ship will be a sentinel, representing a commitment to a free and open Indo-Pacific. For the Philippines, This partnership with India represents a significant leap forward in its ongoing efforts to modernize and strengthen its maritime forces. As the region faces increasing security challenges, the need for advanced naval capabilities has never been more urgent. By working closely with India, the Philippines gains access to new technology, training and expertise, which are crucial for safeguarding its vast maritime borders and protecting its national interests. The acquisition of the patrol vessel from India not only diversifies the Philippines' sources of defense equipment, but also reduces over-reliance on any single supplier. This move enhances the country's strategic autonomy, allowing it to make independent decisions in the face of evolving regional dynamics. It also signals to the world that the Philippines is committed to building a credible and self-reliant defense posture. With these new capabilities, the Philippines is better equipped to assert its sovereign rights under international law, especially in contested areas like the South China Sea. This partnership strengthens its ability to patrol and defend its maritime territories, sending a clear message about its resolve to uphold its sovereignty. For India, this growing relationship with the Philippines is a cornerstone of its Act East policy, which aims to deepen engagement with Southeast Asia and reinforce India's role as a responsible security provider in the region. By supporting the Philippines, India demonstrates its commitment to regional peace and stability. The partnership also enhances regional stability by promoting cooperation and interoperability between the two navies. This aligns perfectly with India's vision of a free, open, and inclusive Indo-Pacific, where all nations can pursue their interests peacefully and without coercion. Beyond military cooperation, the partnership creates a strong diplomatic and strategic alignment between two vibrant democracies. Both countries are committed to upholding a rules-based international order, where disputes are resolved through dialogue and mutual respect. Importantly, this alliance is not directed against any particular country. Instead, it is focused on building a stable and secure environment in the region, where differences are managed peacefully and the interests of all nations are respected. The collaboration between India and the Philippines stands as a clear example of South-South cooperation in action. By working together, both nations contribute to a more balanced, multipolar, regional architecture, setting a positive example for other countries seeking peaceful and constructive partnerships. China's reaction to the India-Philippines partnership is predictably critical, viewing it as interference. Beijing sees India's involvement as an intrusion into its sphere of influence, complicating regional tensions. The strengthened Philippine Coast Guard challenges China's dominance within its self-proclaimed nine-dash line. A more capable Philippine force can document and resist Chinese actions, forcing China to act with more restraint. China may increase its military presence, using tactics to intimidate Philippine vessels without overt conflict. Beijing's response is a mix of public condemnation and assertive maritime presence to preserve its claims. The India-Philippines partnership is not just a bilateral relationship. It's a crucial piece in a much larger web of alliances and strategic collaborations that are actively shaping the future of the Indo-Pacific region. As maritime tensions rise and global interests converge in these waters, the actions of these two nations are being closely watched by both regional players and major world powers. This collaboration is part of a growing trend known as minilateralism, where smaller, flexible groups of like-minded countries come together to address specific security challenges. These arrangements allow nations to respond quickly to emerging threats, share intelligence, and coordinate operations without the bureaucracy of larger alliances. The India-Philippines partnership complements broader regional frameworks like the Quad and AUKUS, which are designed to ensure that the Indo-Pacific remains a stable, open, and inclusive region. These overlapping alliances create a dense network of cooperation, making it harder for any single power to dominate the seas. The United States, in particular, views India's growing engagement as a positive force for regional security. This aligns with Washington's strategy of integrated deterrence, which seeks to combine the strengths of allies and partners to deter aggression and maintain peace. By enhancing the capabilities of the Philippine Coast Guard, the partnership not only boosts Manila's ability to protect its own waters, but also strengthens the broader security architecture that helps counterbalance China's expanding influence in contested areas. Inspired by the India-Philippines deal, other ASEAN members are also pursuing their own security arrangements and partnerships. This growing web of cooperation is fostering a sense of collective resilience among Southeast Asian nations. As this evolving network of alliances takes shape, it is fundamentally altering the regional balance of power. The Indo-Pacific is becoming more multipolar, with influence shared among a wider range of actors, rather than concentrated in the hands of a few. This diffusion of power enhances overall stability, making it far more costly and difficult for any one nation to engage in unilateral aggression. In this new environment, cooperation and deterrence go hand in hand, helping to secure the future of the Indo-Pacific. The 2016 ruling from The Hague invalidated China's expansive claims in the South China Sea. Despite its binding nature, China rejects the ruling, creating regional instability. The India-Philippines partnership is a practical effort to uphold the ruling, equipping the Philippines to patrol its waters. Every patrol reinforces the tribunal's decision, demonstrating international support for the ruling. This collaboration is part of a global effort to defend UNCLOS principles, emphasizing law over might. It reinforces the idea that maritime entitlements should be based on law, not force. The India-Philippines partnership could lead to greater stability or heightened tension in the South China Sea. It enhances the Philippines' maritime capabilities, creating a more equitable balance of power. This could deter aggression, fostering a network of nations upholding a rules-based order. However, China may see this as provocative, leading to a cycle of action and reaction. The challenge is to manage this capability with a firm but de-escalatory posture. Diplomacy and communication are crucial to prevent conflict, with crisis management mechanisms essential. The partnership signals a more multipolar Indo-Pacific, with stability depending on coalition building. Collaborations like this offer a course toward a more secure future for this vital waterway. India's decision to build a patrol ship for the Philippines is a strategic move with geopolitical implications. It's a commitment to mutual support against actions undermining regional stability and international law. The alliance supports a free, open Indo-Pacific, empowering smaller nations to resist coercion. This move is welcomed by powers supporting collective security and international norms. The partnership highlights middle power coalitions shaping global geopolitics, promoting stability and deterring unilateralism. The patrol vessel symbolizes cooperation, sovereignty, and the enduring relevance of international law.